what's up with y'all, man? Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video, turn on your notifications. And you know we live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night at 7:30. Hit that like button, man. Some of y'all be forgetting to hit the like button, bro. Hit the like button, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button because we'll be having thousands of views and we have like 100, 200 likes. So if you made it this far, hit the like button, hit the super chat, hit the super thanks when you come by the live streams and the videos. Let's get straight to it though, bro. Shakur Stevenson gave his first words since his fight was made official yesterday with Frank Martin. And I want to react to it. So as you all know, Frank Martin is vying to become a world champion for the first time in his career, taking on Shakur Stevenson. They'll be fighting for the vacant WBC lightweight title of the world. Shakur Stevenson is attempting to become a 3-division champion, unified at 130 at the age of 26 years old, which I think is a great feat and really good for him. And Shakur Stevenson spoke on that. And he was talking to Ellie Setback on ES News, and we're gonna talk about it. So number one, the confidence, bro. Like, I think Ellie was telling him he like a 4-1 favorite. He said, I need to be 5-0. He said he gonna see his levels. You know, I respect him for taking the fight, but it's levels to this shit, and I should be an even bigger favorite. You know what I'm saying? Then he laughed it off, saying I'm just talking shit. But I love that shit, bro. I love that same bravado when you fighting Oscar Valdez, that same bravado when you in there with Conceição, or you getting in there with California Sushi Roll and shit. Had that same shit with Frank. That selective shit, I ain't with that. And that's been my problem with a lot of these fighters, and even Shakur to a certain point. Like, you talk to Devin one way, but then with Loma, it's something totally different. Like Devin Haney, you'll cuss him out. You know what I'm saying? You call the daddy out his name and shit. And then you get all respectful and shit with Loma and shit. And Devin the same way. Very respectful towards Loma and shit when they actually sign the fight. But we'll cuss Shakur out, cuss Tank out, go in on them. But with Loma, once the fight gets signed, it was all respect and shit. You know, talk that same type of shit to the people when the fight is signed is what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Or even like when he was in Loma's face, I would say, because he still said some shit. Now that I'm thinking about it, he said he would retire Loma. He said he was going to do this and do that to Loma. So Devin popped his shit at Loma, but not when him and Loma was face to face, bro. But that's my point, bro. I like that shit with Shakur. Keep that same energy when the press conference get made so we can have a fun-ass press conference. Now, some eye-opening things for me. Shakur is really tired of being asked about Devin Haney. He didn't even want to answer the question, but I guess he cool with Ellie. He rocked with Ellie, so he went ahead and asked it. And he asked him about the sparring shit. And his response, you know, the shit that, for those y'all don't know, BFTB showed us a footage of Shakur Stevenson telling Devin Haney and them, I'm tired, after a sparring session. And a lot of people feel like that was Shakur quitting in sparring. And Shakur's response to that, I thought it was very flippant. I thought it was matter of fact, and it made me want to see the shit. So I'm thinking it would do the same thing with you. He said, yeah, you know, that was me smiling, telling him I'm tired. He said we did 8 rounds that day. Tell him to post the whole thing. Tell him to post the 8 rounds that we did before that. I like that. I like that because you know if they got that clip, you know they got the whole 8 rounds. And if you just use your common sense, if you whooping somebody's ass and you making them quit, then bro, you showing that shit. That means you catching them with counters. You got them up against the ropes. You working the body. You putting in that work. And he just said show him the whole 8 rounds we did. So I like that shit. But and then he asked him about him and Devin at 140. And he said, man, I'm definitely down if we can make the fight happen, but all his demands and shit. But if we can make the fight happen, I definitely want that fight. So he's still open on the Devin fight. by his words. And I know Devin fans, they don't like to see this, they don't like to hear this, and I'm not saying this right or wrong, but what I am saying is that since Devin Haney has become undisputed, fights are becoming increasingly hard for him to make. And it's a combination of things, whether you like it or not. And that combination is very simple, bro. He is asking for more money, number one. And number two, becoming undisputed champion didn't make him sell more. And so that's what he's running into, is that he's getting the accolades, but the accolades aren't getting him the adulation from the fans to make him a draw. And that's what's happening, bro. So, of course, I'm undisputed now. I'm the man now. I got all the belts now. I need more money. But your ticket sales is still the same. You the undisputed champion that just broke even on your last event. So that's the problem, bro. That's why. And I ain't saying it's his fault. I ain't saying it's nobody's fault. I'm just saying that the Shakur Stevenson negotiations, these negotiations with Regis, the Loma negotiations, Loma and Devin had to keep getting pushed back. They couldn't agree to a date. This signed, that's not signed. He wanted more money. Loma wanted more money. They had to haggle and bargain and all this shit. The Shakur Stevenson negotiation. Shakur Stevenson ain't on the table. He is on the table. 75-25. Take it or leave it. Petition the WBC. Take it or leave it. Petition the WBO. Take it or leave it. We going to 140. Devin Haney Regis program. When we fighting? We fighting in October. Now we ain't got no date. Now we fighting in November. Now we ain't got no date. Now it might be December. Regis, hey Devin, sign the contract. It's always something, bro. So I understand what Shakur is saying from that standpoint. And I understand Devin Haney is the champion that he is. I understand why he would ask for what he want to ask for. You know what I mean? And I understand all of it. If I was undisputed champion, I want more money than my challenger too. If I was, you know what I'm saying? If I took a shit deal and shit with Cambosos, I wanna, you know what I'm saying? I wanna flex my muscle on a nigga too when I get the opportunity. But flexing that muscle, when you still selling like you just a regular WBC champion or you was just a contender, when you still selling like you was back then, it's hard. When you flex that muscle, people looking at you like, nah, bro, we ain't going for that. So that's my take on that shit, right? Then you go to something else Shakur said, bro. Ellie asked him, hey, man, what's your top 5 fighters? And he like, what you talking about, bro? Accolades, skills, what you mean, bro? What do you mean? He said, let's just go skills. And Shakur said he got himself number 1. He got Bud number 2. He got Monster number 3. He got Tank number 4. And he got Tyson Fury number 5, bro. He got Tyson Fury number 5. Now, I take Fury out of there, and a Morrell Jr., or Jerron Ennis, somebody like that. But the other 3 with him, I got no problem with it. He got his own order to it. Names that you won't see in that bitch. He do not like Devin Haney. You ain't see Devin Haney in that motherfucker at all, bro. At all, bro. And I know people are at arms over his list and all that shit, bro, but it's his list. And that's who he view as the most skilled in boxing. And I gotta say, when you look at skill for skill, can you argue with a top 5 list that includes Shakur Stevenson, Terrence Crawford, Monster Inoue, and Tank Davis, bro? When you look at the skill, take your fandom and your hate, take that shit out of it. The Tyson Fury, he a heavyweight. A lot of his shit because he's 6'9", 270, bro. Like I said, I'd replace that. You think of a Jerron Ennis. You think of a David Morrell Jr., guys whose skills and athleticism are just scary. I would replace Tyson Fury with one of them if you just going skills. Just me. I like Dimitri Bivol. I love his skills. And we talking about complete fighters that can give you defense, give you offense. I mean, all these guys we naming, bro. So, some people love it. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't like it. Notice how and I want to say this before I end, right? Notice how Shakur Stevenson considers Bud Crawford as a big brother, a mentor, or whatever. And he ranks himself above him. He ranks himself above him. Meaning that he thinks that if they fought, he's more skilled, he could beat him. Tank Davis ranks himself above him and thinks that if he fought, he would beat him too. But I don't hear nobody calling for Shakur and Terrence Crawford to fight. Wonder why that is, bro. Oh, we're going to talk tonight. I can't wait. I can't wait for our live show tonight. I'm very excited. I ain't been this excited for a live show in a long time, man. I think we got to get some good topics, some thought-provoking topics, and I'm ready to cook something. But anyway, that's it, bro. Shakur Stevenson, excited about the Frank Martin fight. He's feels like he should be a bigger underdog. I mean, a bigger favorite. He tired of talking about Devin Haney and them. And his top 5 skilled fighters, I thought was a very interesting list. And it's a list that's hard to argue with, man. It's a list that's hard to argue with. I would flip the order around, but that's a good list, bro. I would flip the order around, put Jerron Boots Ennis in there, and that's pretty much all I would change. Jerron Ennis and David Morrell. Like, for me, I like Shakur as one of the most skilled fighters. Like Tank is one of the most skilled fighters. Bud, obviously, one of the most skilled fighters. Monster, in a way, for sure. Growing on me, bro, like one of the most skilled fighters. Then Jerron Ennis, David Morrell. Like, you got, like, them 6 right there, bro. Yeah, them ones, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Comment below, smash a like. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.